Hi guys, how's everybody doing today? It's been a few weeks since our last video, and we just been busy, just living life and enjoying ourselves, and just taking it easy. So today we're gonna go next door, do another build update. They got some nice new progress. You can see the boss. What else?
Good morning.
Cleaning the kitchen. The last couple days we've been real busy with spring cleaning, so really just going all through the house and cleaning this, cleaning that, including the outside. So it feels good once you go through everything and power wash this and touch up paint that, and really put a lot of effort in. I think yesterday we were on the go for about 10 hours outside, working on the outside. We've really been in the middle of this drought, and I know you see it on the news. We have not had one drop of rain, and I'm going to say close to 3 months. So there's been a ton of wildfires. We can see them from our elevation at night. You can see the smoke during the day, and then you can actually see the flames at night. So many fires. It's got to be over 20, 25 fires that we've seen over the last 30, 60 days. Everything is just so dry. It's been so hot. The Philippines has been breaking records with temperatures. I'm not exactly sure the Celsius, but like 44, 45 Celsius. I think that's 110 to 115 degrees, somewhere around there. You guys could Google the translation between Celsius and Fahrenheit, but just brutal hot. So what Wilma and I try to do, and I think it's 7:30 right now. Let me back up to the clock. What time is it there? 7:34. So we try to do the outside work during the day, and then kind of midday, make sure we're in the shade somewhere, under the carport or in a dirty kitchen. We definitely target our spring cleaning around the sun, believe it or not. But then some days, like yesterday, you just got to suck it up. We had a lot of outside work, a lot of SPF 50. You can see I got my big hats here. See all the different hats that we have. So these are a lifesaver. Without shore, look how big the brim is. It really does help. Today, since it's early, I have a short sleeve shirt on, but typically I have a long sleeve, and you just have to drink a lot of fluids, and you guys know the deal. So let's take a walk outside, and I'll show you what I mean about how dry things are. All right, so like I said yesterday, we spent basically all day outside just doing some spring cleaning. Got to find the laser beam. Take a look. Just brutal hot. So I really hit the pool with a lot of chlorine. With all the sun, I've been stepping up the chlorine to keep the pool clean. And I'm getting ready to vacuum it. That's why you see the hose in there. Try to get that done before it gets too hot. You can just see. Look at the grass. It's just bad. It's just hot. Too hot to really enjoy outside. Right now it's not too bad. It's 7:30 in the morning, but it's hot. But if you come out here at midday, it's just really brutal. Wilma's been working so hard to keep the plants alive, and you can see that she's doing a good job with it. We're using a lot of water. Luckily, we have a good amount of water. You can see we got some flowers there, but nonetheless, it's been tough. So we were watering twice a day. We're down to one time a day. Usually around 6 p.m. the sun's down. Between 5 and 6, the sun goes over the mountain, and then Wilma comes out and starts watering. But just think of all the pots and then all planted plants and some of the trees and all the fruit trees. You can see the fruit trees are doing good. They're nice and green. But I'll show you the grass. Sure you can see it. Look, it's worse than it was last update. Now it'll come back, but we're definitely working hard to try to keep everything green and alive in the way of our plants and fruit trees. So there's the build. Let's take a walk over. All right, so as you can see, definitely progress. So I want to show the angle of the front rock wall. See the angle going backwards? Wider at the base, thinner at the top. So that's designed to hold all the earth that's up here. You can see the columns. Let me do a quick zoom. See the columns up there, and they have the metal grating in. So I'll show you that a little bit closer when I climb up there. But definitely progress. You see they've been getting a lot of hollow block delivered as the walls are starting to go up. Now I was able to talk to the homeowners a few days ago. And remember, I had the question about this terrace because the driveway going into the carport is obviously going to be down, somewhere around here. You don't want it too steep, and then it will level off when you park the vehicle. And this ramp of dirt, remember I questioned if they were going to put a retaining wall here, and the answer is yes. So that's probably why there's extra rock here. So the way the homeowners explained it, and you can see how high the dirt is. I mean, that's probably 8 foot. So the house will sit up here, then assume it'll be a couple of steps and come out to a flat surface. And I'll jump up there in a bit. But there will be somewhere in here a retaining wall going from here, coming across, and one would assume it would come somewhere where the house begins. So you can see where the house will begin, probably right here. There'll be a wall, and then they can fill in so there's no ramp. So I definitely had a question about that. So there will be a retaining wall, so we'll be able to watch that. You can see the grading looking nice. Some nice spikes on top. Still see through it. All attached. You can see the conduit because they'll have lights on top of each of the columns. Now you can see all this dirt. This dirt wasn't here last update. And what this dirt is for, like I mentioned in the last update, that since the floor level is right here, this is the floor level of the house, so the house will be built from here up. They need all this dirt to fill in the voids. So you can see they're working on it now. See the dirt here? So they need to bring dirt in and pack it down so they can pour the floor, the concrete floor. So all this open area here, all this dirt will go in there. You can see the wheelbarrow. So they're doing it one shovel at a time, one wheelbarrow at a time. A lot of work in the sun. So remember I said under the house there's going to be a little cellar. So that's right here. So this will all be under the house, and it looks like there's going to be a small doorway right there, and this is going to be just cellar for, say there's a typhoon. Not a bad place to go, but there's going to be a workshop in here, and this is where all the garden tools and things like that will go. Probably be a workbench in there. So a little cellar. This was an add-on. This wasn't part of the original blueprint, but they go ahead and have a storage area, which makes a lot of sense. So let me back up and just show you the view from the front fence. You can see a lot of hollow block has been installed. More dirt. And let's take a walk around. I can see smoke over there. There was a pretty big fire just over this ridge the other night. There was a fire right there not too long ago. This side of this mountain burned. Don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom. I don't know if you can see the brown where it burned. I mean, it's just amazing to me. And again, it's just, can't change the Philippines. You just have to go with it. With everything being just so dry, you would assume people would not start fires. But it seems like this is the time they start fires. So we can see down at night real far, all the way to the ocean on both sides. And we see fires all the time. And when Wilma and I, go out, and we're out and about in the community, we drive by fires all the time. In fact, I don't know, maybe a week ago now, when we come out of the subdivision and turn right, remember I told you there was a road that goes straight down, and instead of being 8.5 kilometers going the secondary route, which was all concrete, which is all concrete, we never took the a little over 7 kilometer road because it was partially dirt. They finally finished it. So now when we come out of the subdivision, we can go straight and go right down to Darwin with a nice fresh road. But we've been doing that here and there. We mix it up a little bit. And there was a pretty big fire right alongside the road. A fire company was there. And I had to get by the fire truck, and just so much property, acres and acres, was burned. And it melted our fiber line coming up, so there was no internet in this area, including us, for a few days because they melted the fiber line, and out of power as well. They shut the electricity off coming up to this area, so there was a big brownout here. And actually today, there's a 12-hour brownout, so we love the solar. We just go on like it's just a normal day. So a 12-hour brownout as they do some upgrades to the system. You see this has all been filled in. Still have some grading to do, some grates to install. Now let's hop up here, because as I talked to the homeowner, they gave me the floor plan verbally. So I'm going to do my best to explain it. So we'll start from the back to the front. So let me see all this work. All this dirt has to be filled in. So this looks pretty good here. But all this dirt has to come over and it has to fill all these voids. And it has to be packed down. And hopefully they get some rain on it to pack it even better before they pour the floors. And you can see now the basement, a little better view. But again, see this void? It's a lot of dirt there. And that's what this dirt is for. So hopefully they have enough. So floor plan. The back portion of the home, and that wall right there is the back wall of the home. Remember we were back there last update? And the back wall of the home, I'm going to say, is 3 meters from the back wall. So the rendered cement right there is the back wall. And then the raw hollow block is the back wall of the house. So there's going to be 3 rooms in the back. Over in the corner by us will be spare bedroom. Center room will be library. And this room will be spare bedroom. So back of the home, 2 spare bedrooms and a library. And I'm doing this off of memory because I didn't write anything down. So that makes sense because you can see the walls going up. Now the next third of the home is going to be kitchen, dining room, and then master bedroom is where I'm standing. This area here. And then the master bedroom will have a view this way of the mountain. So middle of the home, master bedroom. And then this whole area will be kitchen and dining room area. And then the front of the home will be living space, sala, and then wraparound porch. So the design of the home, which I'll show you a 2D rendering. So in the 2D rendering, you can see that, midpoint of the home, which is about here, there'll be a 3 meter, I believe, wraparound porch. So there'll be a roof over top, and there'll be like a 3 meter strip here, and then turns and goes this way, wraparound porch. So coming out of the master bedroom, there'll be a slider where they could go out in the morning and sit on their porch and not have to worry about the sun because of the overhang. And then same thing here with the sala living room area going across. I think it's going to be, if I remember, 26 feet long by about 12 feet wide. So it's going to be a large living area. They'll also be able to have, there's going to be sliders, so they'll be able to go out from the living room area, sala area, with a doorway going out. So I believe there's a couple of exits to get out to the wraparound. So it's a real nice design. You can see they're doing some waterproofing. So that's good. So definitely coming along. And it's been 2 weeks since my last update. Now, if there's anything major, I might, do a weekly update of any major progress. But I think I like the 2 weeks because it shows, some definitely shows some progress in the 2 weeks. Let me take a walk up here. So again, this will be spare. This will be library, and this will be spare, as I understand it. The walls are going up. Then from the back wall of the home to this may be more than 3 meters, maybe 3.5 meters. At some point I'll measure that. You can see the fresh dirt that they're bringing in to try to build up to grade. That looks like their biggest challenge right now, because they built the house up to take advantage of the views. It created a lot of backfill. So a lot of physical labor now, but the payoff will be later. And building this little cellar definitely helped with some of the fill, because they don't have to fill that. So that's a good thing. So this area here in front of the spare bedroom will be the kitchen and dining room area, and then master on the far end, and then living area with wraparound porch. So it's definitely coming together. It's looking good. Take a walk over to the carport from this view. So this is the beginning of the home. Home going this way. This is the carport. So I'm assuming, you hear prints over there, I'm assuming at some point they'll take this dirt out so they can park the vehicle. And then there will be steps going into the home. So a lot of activity. Got about a dozen guys working in this brutal heat. Don't know how they do it. They were pouring cement. You can see the mixer right here. They were pouring cement in the basement. And they should have blocked that off because I wonder if any dogs walked in there. Well, I'm sure they're going to tile it, so it doesn't really matter. But this is what they were working on yesterday. Nice floor. So moving right along, guys. What do you think? I just have my sandals on with my socks. Trying to keep the sun off my feet. We're dealing with 12-hour brownout. So we're enjoying the solar. We're having a few friends over for a brownout party. Always a reason to have a party. So brownout party, swimming, and Wilma's making lunch. All the other couples are bringing a dish. So it'll be a nice afternoon. I was thinking about, I haven't mentioned this to Wilma yet, is setting up the camera on a tripod and just going live in the middle of our brownout party. So we'll see. But there you have it, guys. You can see the home is starting to take shape as special items come up. I'll do videos here and there of particular items, but if not, I like the every 2 weeks, so you'll be able to see the house come to life over the next 4 to 6 months. It'll be real interesting. I think with the finishings, I always like to see home decor and colors, and always interesting to see that. So looks like next update, all the mounds of dirt will be done. Everything will be filled in to floor grade, and they'll start the tamping process. Take a look at that rock right there. That's right in the middle of the master bedroom. So they're going to have to get that rock out. Hopefully they can just get it down there and then just put dirt over top. Nothing wrong with that. Oh yeah, that's smaller rocks, so that's no big deal. That looks like a pretty big rock. So I think they can get equipment in here because of the walls, so they're going to have to just muscle that. So we do have a nice breeze, but this is my third summer here, and I've never experienced heat and drought like we have this year. And with the sun just burning. I mean, it's, what was it, 7:30? So it's 8 o'clock in the morning. And I just tell you, I mean, maybe TMI, but my back is soaking wet. So we've been laying low. We've been, visiting friends and having some barbecues and things like that. And this is going to be fun walking down this, so you'll probably see me slip. Not too bad. But that's the update. Here from dry and hot Darwin, and I'll talk to you guys soon.